Hello and welcome to the channel. As you can see right behind me, we're back. We're in Blackpool and it's opening weekend. So we're here to get on as many rides as possible. Unfortunately, we've just heard that the big one is going to be shut. Opening weekend and we're not going to go on the big one. We're pretty gutted, but we're going to get on as many rides as possible and still try and have the best day that we can. We got up at 4 o'clock in the morning to travel all the way from Scotland. So let's go. Finally, we've made it into the park, about 10 minutes or so. Oh, voice went really high there. Yeah, 10 minutes or so queuing up, and Amanda Thompson done some little announcements. But we're off to Thrill-O-Matic to try and get some paper tickets. Always recommend you do that because scanning on with your phone is a bit of a nightmare. So we're going to pop to the Thrill-O-Matic shop, get a little paper tickets, and it definitely does save some time. That's first on the agenda. First ride though, not quite sure. What are you thinking, Tash? Yeah, it's amazing, that ride. I absolutely love it, and I've just been buzzing to get back on it, so it's probably going to be our first ride. First things first though, paper tickets.
We'll go somewhere where there's cheese! Oh! Good job I greased the bed. I've got baby candy.
First ride of the season, Thrill-O-Matic, fantastic. What did you think, Tash? Good, good. We don't get much for Tash on the rides, but good is a good sign. Next up, we're on our way to Ghost Train, and I've heard there's some changes in there, so let's check it out. First change, I already see it. The drop is now blue, so take a look. Complete change of plan. You might have just heard that from the last clip, but we just queued up for the Ghost Train. I'm trying to hear it now, and there's some technical difficulties. So unfortunately the Ghost Train is shut right now. Hopefully they get it fixed and we can get on it today at some point, but there's technical difficulties, so what can we do? Right, next up on the agenda, we're not going on Valhalla because it's rather wet, as you can see. And I don't fancy trekking back to Scotland completely soaked. So we've not brought a change of clothes. But
watch foot come off though. Completely soaked.
As Tash is saying, if you just caught that, we are going to go and have a little swatch at people coming off and see how soaked they are. Find that quite amusing. So let's go and take a wee peek. So another thing we've noticed whilst walking around the park, we did actually see it on the website too, but Ice Blast is currently shut for what they're calling planned maintenance. Now, to me, that's looking like it might be shutting down. It looks rather barren at the moment. It's a cool ride, it adds some atmosphere to the park, but I think it would be cool to see something new in its place. It's probably had its day. I don't know what that was behind me.
One person per poncho.
One person per poncho. That's a new one. But yeah, Ice Blast. We're thinking it's going to close. Let us know in the comments if you know anything or what you're thinking as well. But it's looking like to us that it might be closing at some point in maybe not so distant future. Luck is definitely not on my side today. I've wandered round to have a wee shot on my favourite wooden coaster here, the Grand National, and it's looking like it's shut. There seems to be some of the ride ops here, of course they're here. I mean, there's some ride ops on the ride now, and they're looking at, I don't know, the sort of run back into the station. They're having a wee peek there, and looks like there could be a fault or something like that. Opening day problems, I guess. Some teething issues, as we thought. So you might not have been able to tell from that little clip, but we've just tried to go on River Caves and we're definitely having absolutely no luck at all. River Caves is down. That's 3 rides in a row now that we've went to go on and they've broke down. So I don't know, have Pleasure Beach been testing these rides? Because it doesn't seem like it. It's opening day. Currently the past 3 rides we've tried to go on are down.
Let me see what the time is.
Yeah, let's see what time it is.
11:55 and we've achieved one thing.
Yeah, I've been here an hour and we've been on 1 ride. Brillomatic, that came through, but
That was at like 10 past 11.
yeah, about 10 past 11 on there. And now, evacuated from the Ghost Train queue, River Caves is down and Grand National is down. So, fingers crossed the next one we go to isn't broken, please. Another one bites the dust. It looks like Infusion has also just been evacuated. You can see all the people coming off the ride, or from the queue line at least. We've not seen it go round. I thought we'll wander up here and maybe get a shot in there, but it's not looking likely. And to top it all off, if you look here, Grand Prix, some of you might not have heard, but it's actually going to be shut for the entire 2024 season. It's looking like it's going to be ripped down at this point. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going.
Other reason to keep it shut for the whole year.
Yeah.
If they weren't here.
I'm thinking, yes, it's going to be shut for the whole season. They're probably more than likely taking it down. No reason to keep it shut for the whole season. Last season we did notice it broke down a lot, and the one before that as well. So I'm thinking it's had its time. Could we see a new coaster here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach?
No.
Hopefully.
We'll see an expansion of Bradley Bear's Herb Garden for the whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Bradley Bear's little herb garden extended over the entire Grand Prix. Absolutely not. I just realised I got it wrong. It's Bradley Beaver. How dare I? It was no Bradley Bear. Bradley Beaver. Sorry about that. And because everything else is shut, the queue for Icon is now absolutely ridiculous.
It says 40 minutes.
Yeah, app's saying 40 minutes. That looks longer than 40 minutes. It's all the way out the gates. I'm going to have to pass on that for now. Hopefully get on it a little bit later. Maybe they'll get some of these other rides opened up and it'll reduce that queue a wee bit. Fingers crossed. I was hoping for a front row ride on there. Right now it's not looking likely. Right, the app's saying 40 minutes. No way is that 40 minutes. The gate is off to the right, and this is how far back the queue's going. I'm reckoning that's about an hour or more.
It's one of the only things open, so
Yeah.
we'll have no other choice.
Half the rides are currently shut. Avalanche is down as well, and Rev's down also. So there's not much in terms of coasters that folk are going to be able to go on. Icon being one of the only options, the queue is massive, so yeah, definitely leave that for now. Currently next streak is saying 10 minutes, and this is why you don't believe the app, because what I'm about to show you is not 10 minutes. That is the queue. It's all the way at the station and all the way in. There's only one train ever runs on this ride next streak. Fantastic coaster, but that's definitely not a 10-minute queue. Don't always believe what you're seeing on the app. Update, they fixed Rev and it's just broke down again, and there's people stranded on the ride. Zoom in a wee bit. Aye, they people are going to need evacuated again. It's feeling like this is a reoccurring theme today. There's absolutely no luck. I don't know if you see that in the distance though, but they are testing the big one, so maybe they're going to try and get it open.
No.
The app says closed today, so I've really got doubts with that, but yeah, they're just teasing everyone, I'm thinking that.
Radio's good.
Okay, even the radio's on it. The rides are all done, and this song that's playing right now seems very, very fitting. Tragedy. That's what. Yeah, that's what today feels like. Tragedy. So the best thing about today has to be bumping into Andy, and I'm going to get him to say something for me.
Ride it like a bad boy.
Day is made.
I'm on another vlog now. I tell you what, these people, you need to use wide angles. These cameras, they just make me look a bit fat.
Same. It's all right though. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Get
Ride
yourself,
it like a bad boy.
Get yourself an Action 4 with a mic.
Okay, so the rain is absolutely belting it down now, but on a more positive note, we did just manage to get our second ride of the day, Alice in Wonderland. Fantastic, thumbs up from us. It did look like they'd actually put some new bulbs in there, things looked a little bit brighter. It could just be because we've not been there for 5 months, almost forgetting what it looks like, but it seemed different, a wee bit brighter, and it's good to get on another ride. All the rides that are closed here today, we've only managed 2 so far, so onwards to the next part of the day. So I finally managed to get on my first coaster of the season, Big Dipper. Very, very good ride, but extremely wet. I'm just glad I managed to get a coaster in today. Hopefully get a couple more. I'm doubtful, and I do understand, of course, there's going to be, it's opening day, there's going to be teething issues. Things aren't always going to go to plan. I didn't think there'd be this many rides down at once, but at least we did manage to get on one, so I'm just happy about that. As you'll have just seen, second time lucky, we managed to get on the ghost train at last, and I won't spoil anything, but there are some nice changes, very pleasant surprises, and I'm quite a big fan of them. It was nice to see something different in there. After you've rode it about 1,000,000 times, it's cool to see that they've changed bits and bobs. I won't reveal too much, but it's definitely worth, if you're here at Pleasure Beach, go and check it out. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Revolution today, but it's been a few hours since that last clip I showed you, and it looks like it's getting evacuated again. A disastrous start to the season for that ride. I feel bad for the people that are stuck on there right now. We are now vlogging to you live from Dora's World Adventure. We've never actually vlogged this ride before, and it's only the second ever time that we've actually been on it, because most of last season it was closed. So
I don't
here
think
we
there's
are.
any music.
And yes,
It usually
There's-
started by now.
there's no music at all. So this is just going to be a relaxing Dora themed boat ride around Nickelodeon land. But
Do you
I
know
just
the
had
words?
yeah. What are you saying, Tash?
I'm saying, do you know the words? Bonjour! Ciao, ma felicite! Django! I don't know.
Jumbo! Well, as I was saying, I just had a wee ride there as well on Nick Streak. It was running the smoothest I've ever had it. Really, really good. I was second from the back row. Fantastic. Really, really enjoyed that. I do like that coaster, and today was just the best I've actually had it. I don't know if it's because the track's soaking wet, but that was very, very smooth. So now I guess we're just going to imagine the music here on Dora. Are you enjoying yourself, Tash?
I was till I learned to get Grand Prix away. I don't enjoy now. No, I mean,
I don't enjoy
I
now.
don't enjoy now.
Yeah, we just read online there that the Grand Prix is actually going, and Pleasure Beach has no idea what they're putting in place of it. Fingers crossed for a decent coaster, something nice. Icon is an amazing ride for this park, so if it was something along those lines, that could be really, really cool. Right, a little bit of an update on the boat fiasco there. No music. I asked the ride op, where's the music? And I was informed that they have no batteries for the boats. So I'm guessing the sort of sound system in there runs on a battery, and they've not got any. You'd think they could have sourced that for opening day. So I'd say that's a pretty easy thing to source, some batteries for your boat that has been shut for 3 months. But here we go.
Chuck in a package Duracell double A's and it'll go.
Yeah, no batteries for the boats. And I finally managed to get my first ride of the season on my favourite wooden coaster here, Grand National, and it was brilliant. They did seem to not be operating the back row. I tried to go on the back row and the ride op said, it's off today pal, so I had to wait on the next train, but I must admit, smooth as ever, can't beat the Nash in my opinion. Maybe a controversial one, but I absolutely love that coaster. Hopefully I can still get a ride on Icon, that's what I'm here. That's where I'm hoping to go next. A malfunction there, but yeah, Icon's where I'm hoping to go next. I'm hoping though that the queue has maybe died down a little bit. I really doubt it, but they do seem to have opened up a good few more of the coasters now. Infusion's back on, I think Avalanche is back on, not sure about the Rev. Grand National's back on.
Ghost Train's back.
Yeah, Ghost Train's back as well. So
River Caves is back.
yep, River Caves is back too. So things are back up and running. Props to the guys that have made that happen. But next up, fingers crossed, Icon.
Great.
Finally managed to get a shot on Icon. I wish it could have been front row, but the queue was a little bit big. But a shot on Icon nonetheless, absolutely fantastic. Launches felt super fast today. Did get a wee bit wet, but we're in Blackpool and it's raining, so what did I expect? But fantastic ride on there. Absolutely love that coaster. Very, very smooth. I can't complain one bit. But now I think it's time for a little re-ride before the day finishes. I'm getting the Icon slogan stuck in my head there. Dare to Ride. That's where I'm pulling a dare from. But yeah, time for a re-ride of our very first ride of the day, which was Thrill-O-Matic, our very favourite ride here. So we're going to head in the Wallace and Gromit direction and finish up today's vlog there. And there we have it, guys. That is going to bring us to the end of today's vlog here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Look, there's a big drip on my nose. That's how rainy it is here today. But we've got to catch a train now, back up north to Scotland, but at least we'll be in the dry. It's been a great day here though, despite the rain and the lack of rides at the beginning of the day. I say the beginning because this afternoon has been a lot better. We've managed to get most of the rides open. I'm not sure about Rev, I've not really walked back round that way, but they have managed to get most of the rides back open, and that has really helped with the ride capacity and getting on Icon finally for the end of the day, and that re-ride on Wallace as well. That was dead, it was basically a walk-on. I'm rambling here anyway, but if you like what you've seen, what I've filmed, unless I've bored you, then please click down below and click subscribe. It really helps us out, and a little thumbs up on the video goes a long way as well. We've been Forest Thrills, and see you next time.